On a lot of introspection and self-evaluation, I have come to realize that I have for so long been chasing and running away from this feeling of anxiety. There has always seemed to be a new hurdle even after the last. Even when I would tell myself when I reach the finish line this time, I'll be good. I have never been good. And there's always something pending. There's always something in the pipeline. There's always something that is taking your mind and that is consuming your energy, your thoughts, your night, your day. There's always something consuming my thoughts. There's always something pending, something in the pipeline, something I ought to do, something that I did but didn't do well that keeps on nagging at me. There's always this feeling of dread, of anxiety, of restlessness, of fear. And most of the time, even when you achieve something, the fulfillment and satisfaction of what you've done is short-lived and you are on to the next. As this one is ending, on to the next one. And I never really bask and enjoy what's going on. And I've been fighting it. And even the act of fighting it brings even more stress, brings even more dread, brings even more restlessness. And I have finally come to realize that peace, calm, satisfaction is for people in their 90s, is for people who have reached self-actualization, are content with where they are, have a certain calmness and stillness in their life, that they have the luxury of being calm, of being peaceful, of being fulfilled, of being content, of being happy, of being joyful for long stretches of time. I have come to accept that I haven't reached that state. I haven't earned the right to have long stretches of calm, peace, joy, happiness, content. I just haven't. And you may disagree, and hopefully you have the right reasons for disagreeing, but I really do believe that very many of us are constantly nagged, are constantly restless, are looking over our shoulder, are second-guessing ourselves, are in doubt, feel like we aren't doing enough, feel like we should be doing more. And I'm here to say that you should. You should feel like you aren't doing enough, because most likely you're not. You should feel like there's more to you than meets the eye, because most likely there's more. And it's okay to feel anxious, to feel restless. It's okay to, maybe not that. I was going to say it's okay to wake up sweating because you're anxious. That may be a problem. But it's okay to be consumed by something. And sometimes it's also okay not to know what that thing is. And the not knowing brings more stress and anxiety. But it's okay. It's okay, especially if you are not content with your life as it is. Especially if you feel like there is more to you than meets the eye. Especially if you feel like there's still more you haven't done, more you haven't seen, and you are trying to engineer the means to see, be, do, say, and experience all those different things. And with that quest comes a feeling of anxiety, comes fear, comes doubt, comes restlessness, comes a lot of discontent. At times you even fail to enjoy certain moments because of all the balls you're juggling. So if this one successfully goes off, you still have all these balls that you're juggling. You can't just stop, enjoy. Okay, you could, but you can't just stop just to enjoy something and then you come back and pick the balls. The balls are already in the air. They are already in the air. So the first thing that I've come to that has brought me more peace in the sense that I am no longer trying to fight the feeling of anxiety. I'm no longer trying to run away from this feeling. I'm no longer trying to read books and understand how I can stop feeling this way, because it comes with the name, it comes with the program, it comes with the purpose, it comes with the vision. All this restlessness is supposed to be redirected and focused on helping to propel you towards something. So it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So the first thing that I'm doing, and I'm constantly doing, is reminding myself and accepting that it's okay to feel this way. And you don't have to focus so much on trying to not feel this way. Now, having said that and having accepted that feeling anxious, and of course there is clinical anxiety, that's completely different. If your whole life, if your day-to-day is completely on a standstill because of these feelings, is completely on hold, on pause, you cannot focus, you can't concentrate, you are trembling, you are sweating, you can't speak, you can't do anything because of those feelings, that's another matter, and you need professional help. You need to actually figure something out that can help you to manage that. But there's this really unending, subtle club over your head all the time that you don't know when it's going to strike, and it will never strike, but it's just constantly at the top of your head and you're aware of it. And sometimes you just even don't know what it is, but there's something that just can't let you breathe. And it's that feeling. So it's okay to feel that way. Then secondly, you have to understand and go on an unending quest of self-discovery, of doing what you can do now as you figure things out as you go, not just waiting for things to make sense, not waiting for all the balls to align, not waiting for all the resources, all the people, all the ideas, all the little instruments that help you to actually create something to be in place for you to embark on something. You have to just do what you can. Start with what's available to you now as the world conspires. So they say, as the world conspires with your own effort to make things happen for you. So accept. You'll feel that way for a very long time, till you're probably 90, 80, 70, if God willing you reach that age. Do what you can now, even while it may not make sense. It may feel like there is more you could be doing. You rather at least do what you're doing now as you figure that more than not even doing the little that you feel you should be adding on and having nothing actually on your plate. So do that as well. And then sometimes you don't need to have weeks and weeks of joy and happiness and contentment. If it's an hour, if it's a minute, if it's a day out of the year, out of the month that you feel happy and joyful, be grateful. Bask in that. Enjoy it. If it's 1 hour talking to someone on the phone that gives you fulfillment and peace, steal that pocket of time and enjoy it for what it's worth. Meaning, be grateful and appreciate the pockets of time where you aren't consumed by that feeling. And that's all you get sometimes, and you should be grateful for that. Don't always be on a quest for more. I want to always be on a high. I want to always have this euphoric feeling. No. Be grateful for those pockets of time where you feel great, where you are happy, where you are content, where you are fulfilled, where you are distracted. And then for the other pockets of time where you're not, work. As in, get your hands dirty. Pull up your socks. Get your hands dirty and use that energy, whatever, because energy, whether it's negative or positive, is energy. You have to channel it towards something. So when those small pockets of time come and you are not feeling that way, enjoy them. And then the other 3/4 of the time, try to channel that energy towards something. Finally, it's okay if it's good to make a routine. It's good to have a rough routine in your mind of what your cycle is, what your routine is, but it's okay if things don't go as planned all the time. It's okay if, while you have a rough draft of how you would like your day to be, it's okay if things are switched. What you do in the night is done during the day. What you do at 9 is done at 7. What you do at midday was done at 6 a.m. It's okay if things shift a bit, and do not be consumed with that change and literally throw all the balls up because of like, oh, why am I doing this at 9? It's meant to be done at 6 a.m. How come the guy who I was meant to meet at 4 has bailed out and he wants me to meet tomorrow? It's okay to kind of adapt and go with the flow. And also, sometimes you need to listen to yourself. Listen to how you're feeling, what your mood is. Do you like to change scenery? Would you like to, you're tired of your office, you're tired of where you are presently? Would you want to change environment? Will that adjust something? Maybe the people around you feels like it's a lot of noise around you. You want to change to a different place, and that may help. Just do it. Sometimes it's okay to change. It's okay to adapt to change as it comes. So the best thing that I've realized like a couple of hours ago is I probably will always feel anxious for a very long time, and I should quit trying to not feel so anxious. I should just quit it and go on with my day. Literally. Yeah, so you probably feel the same way. Most likely you have felt the same way at some point, and you keep wondering, how can I avoid this feeling? How can I manage these feelings? And the first thing is to accept that they will be here for a long time, and they might as well help you. Whew, it's hot.